This is chapter 6. Zach, can you introduce us to what's going to happen here?
I would, but it's been a while, so I'm just going to say that this chapter involves copious amounts of murder beaks. Viewer discretion is advised.
Ugh.
All right, I'll warm up my vocal cords. Here we go.
The following scene has nothing to do with the manga, but has been requested quite a bit.
Uh-oh.
What have you requested, you lot?
So,
What
here you are,
got
everybody.
us into this time? Tell me, Kawara, did you learn that at bird school? Excuse me. Is that what you got me into this time? Did you learn that at bird school, which is for birds?
As a matter of fact, I did.
St. Pigeonation Academy. Of the pigeon, by the pigeon, for the pigeon. Enroll today.
And now, back to the manga.
I can't think of anywhere I'd rather less have gone to school than this place. For the viewer, this chapter once again covers a scene from the past. For future reference, don't be surprised when things go out of chronological order.
There are terrifying rumors about the infirmary at this school. They say that the students who are sent there disappear one by one.
You know, isn't that the sort of thing you should be able to, like, verify? That doesn't have to be a rumor, does it? Like, are there any missing students? Yes, then students have gone missing.
Well, you know, maybe they just started going to a better school.
Maybe they just flew south.
Yes, of course.
Well, they're used in sinister experiments, never to be seen or heard from again.
Due to an unforeseen accident, the health committee has a number of positions open. Any birdie who's interested, please stop by the infirmary to sign up.
Hearing that kind of ghost story about our peaceful school, it makes my hunter-gatherer blood boil. This is promising.
What on earth are you blabbering about?
The tragedies in this place will be an excellent test of my hunter-gatherer instincts.
Understatement of the century?
She never was the brightest student, was she?
Oh my gosh, how rude of me! I haven't even introduced myself. Doctor, I'm Kalante Teo from Class 2-3.
Yes, I know who you are. The fact that you are the only human at this school does make identifying you somewhat simpler. Now what exactly are you doing here?
Starting today, I'm joining as a member of the health committee so that I can defeat you and solve the mysterious disappearances of this place.
Really? That will be most helpful. We are a bit understaffed at the moment, after all. First, take down that curtain over there and the sheets off that bed.
You mean the ones covered in blood?
Yes, try not to get any of it on your uniform while you're disposing of them. I don't need any of the faculty complaining to me about it.
Oh, yes, sir.
Nothing suspicious about this at all.
Salut, Teo! So, you decided to join the health committee. It wasn't just to get closer to me, was it?
Yuya! Something terrible has happened in the infirmary.
Again.
It's like a B-grade horror movie in there. The doctor said...
It's just left over from a nosebleed. Pay it no mind.
He had a nosebleed in his back.
But how you look at it, it is a suspicious situation.
Don't need 2 whiz to figure that much out.
Oh, that. It's all right. That must have just been Professor Nanaki's blood from when he nodded off and fell out of his chair earlier.
People squirt out like 2 gallons of blood when they fall off their chair, right?
Yes,
Well,
I'm just
it's
picturing
anime.
this just sort of slips out of the chair. The ceiling's covered. Well, this time at any rate.
This time,
Yeah, oh, that's right. In anime, everyone is like a water balloon full of blood.
Yeah.
Chukar partridges are a bird of the Physaenidae family. This family of birds also includes other species you may be familiar with, such as button quails and golden pheasants. They are distinguished from other partridges by their characteristic facial pattern, akin to a thief's mask. Chukars are the national bird of Iraq, but can be found in many areas across the Eurasian landscape, from the Middle East to Mongolia.
Please don't mind the continent-sized blood pool there.
They were brought over to North America in 1893. They soon became popular amongst hunters as sport. Hunting them for food, however, was a far less common occurrence.
If it were me, I would be the one doing the hunting rather than being hunted. Also, that flamboyant carpet is not in my family. I have a staff meeting I must attend, Miss Calante. Tidy things up a bit while I'm out.
yes, Doctor.
Oh, and one other thing. You are not to touch my desk under any circumstances. Is that understood?
Loud and clear, sir. When you say something like that, Doctor, it just makes me want to do it even more. Maybe I'll just take a little peek.
Didn't I just say not to touch it?
I was wondering how you were going to do that scene, by the way.
Disclaimer, no Teos, 1 whiz, or otherwise were harmed in the making of this scene.
What a relief!
It's just a gigantic nosebleed, honest.
Oh!
All right, Teo. As the chairman of the health committee, it's my job to go over the rules with new members.
Understood, Yuya.
Say it again. Rule number 1. Obey the doctor's orders implicitly. No questions, no backtalk.
No safe word.
Rule number 2. Don't ask too many questions about what goes on here. Most of it's beyond the scope of your duties anyway. Rule number 3. Don't pry into his business, if you know what I mean. Just don't. Most importantly,
Have fun.
rule number 4, do not under any circumstances drink, smell, or touch anything on the medicine shelves in the refrigerator. Or in the upper cabinets. Or in the back cabinets.
It's better just not to touch anything at all and leave this place alone.
Yeah. Actually,
I'm sorry,
Merry
Gabe.
Christmas!
And a flag for David.
Yeah.
just don't touch anything.
Okay, I got the gist of that, I think.
And that's all there is to it. Following those 4 simple rules is the key to a long life as a member of the health committee.
Long being a relative term.
Wow, it's a matter of life or death. Who knew being a health committee member would mean leading an on-the-edge survivalist lifestyle? Now I'm totally excited for this.
How can you be so
You know that
stupid?
because that was why you joined?
The poor conductor schedules in some overtime.
Quiet down, Miss Calante.
Yes, sir. Dr. Murderbeaks is too ominous a character, and he isn't really popular even around school. What do you think, Ryota?
What did I miss? It went by too
Try
quick.
telling that to his fangirls.
Well, you know how my stomach often hurts, and because of that I wind up causing him a lot of trouble.
It would be better to just remove it.
Still, sometimes I worry that he'll get distracted by something while getting the medicine, and in the confusion give me something poisonous instead.
That's right.
Like, oh, I don't know, the
confusion.
Charon virus.
Yeah, emphasis on instead, right?
He has done the unthinkable and made Oko-san drink bad protein.
Down, Oko!
One moment. Dr. Iwamine is a bad partridge.
Updating my shipping wall now. Correction kick!
Did you just bang your mouth into the microphone?
The wild Oko-san fainted.
Oh.
How dare you! Do not speak poorly of Dr. Murderbeaks.
A zealous believer appeared out of nowhere.
It seems you pheasants are not aware of this, but Dr. Murderbeaks is the world's greatest authority on pathology. He is an internationally renowned scholar. Ignorant peons like yourselves would do well not to treat him like a suspicious character based solely on his appearance and idle gossip.
And the
Now,
fact
the
that he
methods, on the other
murders...
hand, you can use those, but
That's true, Sakuya, but the newspaper club reported last week that this year alone, 3 health committee members have gone missing without explanation. And 17 others have gone missing with explanation.
what?
You mean those disappearances weren't just a rumor?
Again, you can check that sort of thing, I would imagine.
I think you should hurry and resign while you still have a chance, Teo.
Oh.
We interrupt our regularly scheduled ICPSS segment to bring you...
Oh no! Yeah, this is going to be different.
Is that official MOA art?
I think that's fan art, but I can't remember who drew it.
I just like that picture. It fit the scene really nicely.
I suspect this is me. The bird he feared is the darkest, most suspicious character in the whole school. Dr. Murderbeak's Shuu. He conducts terrifying experiments on those unfortunate enough to cross him, and the shelves of the infirmary are filled with lethal poisons.
A health consultation. I might be willing to do one for you in exchange for one of your kidneys.
The results of the consultation are this. You are missing a kidney and therefore less healthy.
He's a dangerous bird who would say some gruesome, hardcore things like that. As a result, the infirmary of St. Pigeonation Academy is no longer a facility for healing.
That should be enough to keep that bothersome bird away for a while.
Oh, I just have to mention this in the video for the sake of giving credit where credit's due. Zoe says that art you used is by Damarushi, I believe I'm pronouncing it correctly. So just have to give artists credit. Always source your art. So there you go. Carry on.
Thanks, Zoe.
I seem to be lacking in my usual skill today.
It's only bits and pieces of blood
That
all over
is
me.
evident.
I shouldn't overestimate the abilities of my right wing. Damn it. My valuable research subject has been ruined. It feels like such a waste, but if I store it, it will be bothersome to deal with later. I'll just get rid of it in the incinerator. Now, where will I get a test subject from next? Dr. Iwamine! You look busy. What are you up to? I should be the one asking that question. I don't recall diagnosing you with anything that required... excuse me, there's a lot of blood around my beak. I don't recall diagnosing you with anything that required bed rest. Oh no, I became sleepy without meaning to. I guess I bored myself to sleep with my lecture on derivative functions earlier. I don't care what your reasons are. Didn't I tell you not to use the infirmary as your own personal nap spot? Get out. All right. So, what are you doing with that dead goose anyway? I'm cooking.
Actual cannibal Shuu LaBouffe.
Ooh, can I have a bite? No. And put that pillow back, or this won't be the only one whose goose is cooked.
Nicely done.
No. Wait
So
a
in case
minute! So goose is alright to eat?
So in case anyone was wondering why Dr. Murderbeaks gets away with his murder beakery, apparently just no one cares.
That's appalling! So you're dragging that dead student from T2 by his legs. Well, is he tasty?